Alright, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of the Tic Tac Toe game. You can see I'm using a pane organizer and a runner class. When I run the game, it's relatively simple. There's no logic for winning. If I click it once, it adds an X. If I click it a second time, it adds an O. Click it a third time, it blanks it back out. So I can do something like that. And when I'm done, I can hit reset, and it resets it. When I'm ready to leave the game, I just hit exit, and it exits out of the game. Now, a couple things I did want to show you that will help you here. Most of the screen you can't read on purpose, but I did want to show you that I am using, in that center section, I am using a grid pane. You're going to have to do a little bit of research on the grid pane, but one thing to note here is that I do loop through my grid and essentially create buttons, and then I'm adding the buttons into my grid that way. Now, the trick here is that when I actually go to have an event, I need to take that source, and the source itself is not a button, but I can cast it to a button and assign it as a button right here, and then once it's assigned as a button, I can treat it as such, and I can get the text and update text and do things like that with it. So a couple hints there, but otherwise you're going to have to do a little bit of research on this one. This project's a little bit more challenging. I did add a reset button and an exit button. The reset button should be pretty straightforward. The exit button, you're going to have to look up some code to see how you exit out of a Java application.